Welcome to Maple Canada 360. National Indigenous leaders in Canada revealed that Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has requested their support in lobbying counterparts in the United States to counter President-elect Donald Trump's proposed economic measures. This development came during a Wednesday morning meeting between Trudeau and leaders of the organizations representing Inuit, Métis, and First Nations. It marked their first interaction with Trudeau since his announcement of an impending resignation. The discussion, held in the Prime Minister's office, lasted approximately an hour and preceded Trudeau's meeting with provincial premiers regarding Trump's proposed 25% tariffs on Canadian goods. Indigenous leaders expressed their disappointment at being excluded from the First Minister's meeting, noting their desire to contribute to a unified Canadian response. Cindy Woodhouse-Nepinak, Assembly of First Nations National Chief, emphasized the importance of inclusion. It's not Team Canada in 2025 without First Nations at the table. Although Trudeau acknowledged he couldn't officially include Indigenous representatives in the meeting, he encouraged them to connect with their U.S. counterparts to address the economic threat. Victoria Pruden, President of the Métis National Council, expressed her commitment to fostering cross-border collaboration. This is an opportunity for us to stand together, and Indigenous inclusion is a strength. Pruden is compiling a list of U.S. contacts, while Woodhouse-Nepinak plans to visit the U.S. to engage with the National Congress of American Indians. She highlighted the strong relationships between Indigenous communities across the Canada-U.S. border. We've reached out, and they've reached out to us. The relationships are really strong on both sides of the border. The leaders warned that U.S. interference with Canada's sovereignty could conflict with land claim agreements, treaties, and the constitutionally protected rights of First Nations, Inuit, and Métis. Natan Obed, president of Inuit Tapiriit Kanatami, compared Trump's rhetoric to the 19th century concept of manifest destiny, which justified American territorial expansion. We know what it's like to lose control over our homeland, and we will do everything we can to guard against that now, said Obed, who also serves as vice president of the Inuit Circumpolar Council, representing Inuit communities in Canada, Alaska, Russia, and Greenland. The leaders reiterated their demand for inclusion in future First Ministers' meetings and emphasized the need for equal treatment in shaping Canada's response to U.S. policies. Obed stated, "We are a necessary part of the Canadian response. We will do our part, but we also need to engage with other Indigenous leaders across North America and Greenland to ensure a constructive and united approach." The meeting also provided an opportunity to thank Trudeau for his efforts in advancing relations with Indigenous peoples during his tenure. Pruden described the gathering as significant, given the potential economic and social impacts of the U.S. tariffs. "We're facing such a drastic potential change in terms of tariffs and the impact on our people and economies. It's a profound moment." With Trudeau hinting that this might be their last face-to-face meeting during his term as Prime Minister, Indigenous leaders reiterated the importance of their inclusion in shaping Canada's future, especially in challenging times. Keep watching Maple Canada 360 for more news and updates.